Alright, so not everyone has a fancy schmancy Avalon M5, which is what you're listening to right now. If you don't have one of those, you'll probably be recording straight into your interface, into your DAW. If that's you, your tracks probably sound tiny, cold, and digital. And to combat that, sometimes we use analog model preamp plugins. All right, so we have a few different types of preamp, and today we're going to find out what are the differences sonically between all these different types of preamps. Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Fuego. If you haven't yet, please get subscribed and click the like button. All right, so here we have 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 different type of preamps that I use on vocal. All right, so let's take a closer look and see if we can hear a difference on how they sound. All right, so the first one in slot A is the API Mic Pre 212L. And if you're used to API stuff, you know how aggressive they sound, and a lot of that is going to be explained with the way that this Mic Pre imparts harmonics onto the signal. So let's hear the vocal without it, and then I'll turn it on and you can hear the difference.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
Alright, so here it is on.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
Alright, so what it's doing is adding a whole bunch of harmonics in the upper frequencies, 5K and on. So that's usually where that aggression, that brightness sound is coming from. Let's take another listen. Without.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
On.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
I like this one. All right, so the next one is the Manley reference Mic Pre. So this one's got this. It's got one input gain knob and another one. So this has to do with the negative feedback. The more of this gain you give it, the more harmonic distortion that it adds onto the signal. All right, so let's hear it bypass.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
And on.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
So that's that. You're hearing that beautiful tube saturation, which is very lovely. And also it's got, they also modeled the output transformer as well, and that's in. So without it, it sounds a little bit different, a little thinner.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile. Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
Like it's a little more full with the transformer on. I like that. Up next is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. It's the 610, the 610B. And here's how that sounds.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
Oh, I love that. Before.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
After.
Me a love a figure fire waste. She a got a beautiful smile.
All right. Up next we have the Radiator. So this plugin is a emulation of this hardware right here, the 1567A, which was actually a mixer preamp. So there were more channels in the original hardware box than just this one channel. Another fun fact is the input and the output, both of them, when you drive them, when you increase the input and the output, both of them add certain type of harmonic distortion to the signal. So this one adds one type and this one adds another type. All right, so let's hear it. Let's do it for her.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
And of course, since we're driving both inputs, we also have a trim plugin at the end of the chain here to help us not blow our eardrums out.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
Alright, before.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
I really love this plugin. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And the little Radiator. A lot of us, we see this plugin and we think it's a little version. It's a simpler version of the big Radiator. Hence, you know, the little Radiator. But this is actually a separate emulation of a different type of all-tech device. So both of those, both of these are all-tech devices. And this is just another emulation. This time, this is the 1566A Preamp, and it's just a different device. Here's how this one sounds.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
Now, if you want more harmonics, you can click that. You get more.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
You bring it back to where it's safe.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
That nice thick analog distortion. Before.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
And after.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
All right, so up next we have this preamp. So this is the 1084 Neve 1084. It's got, it's got an EQ section which is not engaged right now. This would engage it, but the software is just talking about the preamp. So it's got a 20 dB pad on the input for something like a snare, or maybe if you're recording horns or trumpet, something like that. So, it's already set to it, to what I think the sweet spot would be for his vocal, and also level match as well. Let's take a listen without.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
Now Neve is smooth and warm and and fatter than most, because it doesn't add as many harmonics to the higher frequencies. So it's all in the middle, lower, low mids and low harmonics it adds, which is fine, which is which is where you get that warm, that smooth sound from. Here it is again before.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
After.
Me I love a figure fire raised. She a got a beautiful smile.
And one of my favorites, like one of my top 7 favorites, is the SSL4KB Preamp. Now, one of the reasons why I love it so much is because, for one, I have the UC1 sitting right here on the desk, and number 2, when you drive the preamp, you don't get a whole bunch of extra gain. Like it doesn't. You just get nice harmonic distortion. It doesn't drive up your output. You don't have to worry about extra gain on the output. All right, so let's take a listen with bypass. And
me I love a figure fire race too. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire race too. She a got a beautiful smile.
And I'll show that to you. I'm gonna show that to you. So here it is right here at this position. I'm gonna increase the gain on the preamp, and nothing is, you just get nice, juicy harmonic distortion, but no, none of that extra gain. Which, by the way, is exactly how you do it.
Me I love a figure fire race too. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire race too. She a got a beautiful smile. Me I love a figure fire race too. She a got a beautiful smile.
Yeah, nice and juicy analog warmth, and with none of that gain. So if you're recording straight into your DAW, you may want to try something like, I'm sure every one of these DAWs have a stock preamp. You can try, experiment with, see how it sounds. But this type of video is right in line with the first few videos that I released last week. These videos are pre-recorded, so if you missed them, there's a link on the screen right here. Also, links are in the description as well, to where you can find both of them, where we're talking about how to mix with harmonics and mixing vocals, especially with harmonics. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss any of these great tips on how to get your mix all the way up to par with the pros. I've been Fuego. I'll catch you next one. Peace.